So I'm here with Gregorio de Castro. Gregorio, where are you from first?
Hi, I'm from Spain. I'm working in the European Commission's Director General for Employment in the unit dealing with employment services and labour mobility.
Thank you. And I understand the Commission, I don't know whether it's to coincide with Employment Week or not, but has just published its new communication on new skills and jobs. Could you tell us a little bit about what is covered by the communication?
Yes, the communication was issued yesterday on the 23rd of November. The timing is not planned, but it was fortunate, and yes, we're happy to be able to present it here. The communication aims to provide a series of priorities and action lines for the member states to follow, and on the basis of which to review their employment and skills policies. It's articulated around 5 main points. First of them being on the need to improve labour market intelligence and skills governance. What we mean by this is that we would like to see all employment services and actors involved in the field of skills make better use of different sources of information, whether these are private, public, online, forecast methods, anticipation methodologies, etc., in order to be able to better anticipate where future jobs are going to come from and what needs to be done in order to articulate policies to get people there. So that's the first area. The second area concerns the matching of skills, of labour supply and demand. We know that Europe has big problems in matching workers to jobs. One statistic which is quite revealing is that only 20% of Europeans are in a job that meets their skills and competencies. So obviously there's a 90% room for improvement there, and we need to get much better at that. The third area is about providing the right mix of skills. So we know that currently, but even more so in the future, recruitment will be based on a mix of skills and competencies. So hardcore technical occupations and degrees will no longer be the sole determining factor for an employer to recruit somebody, but we will need to ensure that people have generic skills, good communication skills, teamworking skills, facilities to manage meetings, digital skills, so that they can adjust and adapt to different phases of economic development and restructuring. The fourth area is focused on the need to remove obstacles for geographical mobility, and it applies not only at European level but also at national level. There are regions in countries, Spain, the UK, that live side by side with each other, where huge pockets of unfilled vacancies coexist alongside a lot of unemployment and a lot of labour supply. So we need to get better at encouraging people to move, of course, in the right circumstances and under the right conditions, to be able to re-enter the labour market. And finally, the fifth area for action is the integration of migrants through the recognition of their skills and competences, their qualifications and their degrees, because due to labour shortages in Europe, due to the demographic decline, we know that we will need to make better use of that human capital, which at present unfortunately is going to waste, and it means that they are participating in jobs which are often underpaid for their skills and their qualifications, where they are undervalued and where little room for career development exists. So those are the 5 main areas where the communication will put the emphasis.
When we talk about new skills, people have tended in the past to think very much in terms of the green economy and new green jobs and so on. I think that's covered by the communication, but it's a little broader now in recognition of the recession. Is that right?
That's right. 2 years ago, in 2008, we had a communication on new skills for new jobs. And at the time, the outlook was much brighter for the European economy. The crisis hadn't quite hit the member states in the way that it has now. And we identified future emerging occupations such as the green sector, such as the so-called white jobs, so the care jobs and so on. But now, with this communication, we've repositioned our thinking to take into account the fact that we're not just talking about new and emerging jobs, but really about current jobs, traditional jobs, that will need to be adjusted and adapted in the way of working, in the requirements and the changes that are brought about by machinery, by technological development, by more efficient use of resources. So it's about working better, it's about working smarter, and it's about adapting the skills and competences in order to be able to do so.
And what sort of things should ESF provide, as in the UK, be taking into account from the communication? How is it relevant to them?
Well, we work closely in our unit with the ESF sectoral desks in DG Employment as well, and I think with the new communication as well as the new employment guidelines, which will be approved in a couple of weeks' time by the European Council, we would like to see for future rounds of ESF projects to really pick up on those messages, to really pick up on those priorities, and to focus on the messages that we are sending from the Commission and to adapt those to the realities at ground level. We don't expect for all ESF offices around the UK or around the Czech Republic or Italy to be working and addressing all the areas and all the actions, but really to adapt them to their reality according to their needs.
Gregorio, thank you very much for that. We'll post links on the site to all of the various communications as they come out, but for now, thank you and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much.